content personalization. And there are many scenarios where you want to dedicate content to specific audiences. May this audience be a certain technical platform, or may this audience be a certain human reader target group. There might be content that you want to be shown only in the head-up display of a car, and the other content only on the website, and the other content maybe only in the printed manual that is under closure. So there might be many scenarios, or you might put in things like intelligent content for Industry 4.0 scenarios, where you say this specific data in this table is data that should be read or consumed by a machine later on, but not by a human reader. And this is what we call intelligent content, and this is something you can achieve very easily with Adobe Experience Manager guides. And of course, with our powerful data solution. What you see here is an insurance company document in a car insurance knowledge base. There's an insurance status page, there's a subpage policy, and a check validity document. In the published output, it looks like this. And you notice this specific section. I will come to that. So let's say this document here is completely valid for my general audience that is accessing that knowledge base. Maybe that's the whole employees of my company. But there's one specific section here, claim settlement, and this section is content that I actually only want to have for my specific target group. It's about claim settlements that are above 1 billion euros. And in cases where the claim settlement amount could foreseeably be more than 1 billion euros or $1 billion US, a claim settlement must in principle be approved by the CEO. So this is content that is probably not relevant for the majority of my service workers, for the majority of the people working in my insurance company. So I don't want everyone to see that. And it's a very specific content in very rare cases with huge settlement amounts. So what I can do to bring in this intelligence, of course I could create a second manual only for my very high-level specialist people who take care of such contracts with more than 1 billion euros. But why should I do that? Why should I make an extra manual for that? I can do that much more intelligently by attributing the content to my different audiences. And what I can do here is I click on the root level to select the whole topic and say it has a specific audience. And the audience is all employees. But this specific section here, this one, when I select that section, I can say this section has another audience, and this is SG for the SCG, the Special Contract Group employees, and it's restricted content. So I can select this audience for this specific section here. This one is for audience SCG employees, and the other ones are just for all employees. In principle, that's very easy, and when I look into the source of it, I see my topic got the attribute audience with the attribute employee all. And then this specific section here gets restricted to employees that have a specific security level maybe, or whatever. So I can easily do that. What I can use for that are so-called what we call conditions. And here I have conditions like all employees. And let me show you that. I click on edit and say I have the audience, and the audience has a XML attribute value of employee-all or employee-all. And the label is all employees. Label is what the author sees here in the audience tab, and value on the drop down that you have seen, and value is some XML value that I might want to use later to include or exclude content or give access to specific content with that specific attribute to some API reader that is accessing my content from external. And the other one is the SCG group, and there you also see that difference clearly. I've added that label SCG, Special Contract Group, Employees, Restricted Content, and the value, the XML value is Employees Restricted. This is why here in the XML, you see Audience, Employees Restricted, while in the author view, the author actually sees Audience is SCG, Employees Restricted Content, which is of course much more readable, much more understandable for the author. So you can use this mechanism for a myriad of possibilities. Think about marking up content for different user groups. Think about marking up a specific paragraph, maybe only for North America, and the next section is only for Europe, and the next section is only for Asia. Let's say you're a car manufacturer and you have different models. You could add that, or you could describe lights of cars and say this specific light model is only available in this car, and this lightning is only available in this car, and so on. And then you can attribute that and put in part numbers or all kinds of other things that you might come up with for your specific business process and your specific requirements. There are a lot of other attributes that you can use, like, for example, there's a standard attribute called importance. There's an output class, there's a platform attribute, there's a product attribute. I can add a product here and say special contracts, whatever. So I can customize and tag my content for different kinds of output channels or user groups or specific API calls, whatever. And that's an enormously powerful tool when you think about it for content personalization. So that's basically how it can be done. Have fun with it, play with it, and let me know if you have any questions, and feel free to contact us at techcom@adobe.com.